Hello, family. I'm sitting here and I'm just thinking about just a lot of things. But one thing I want to sit here and I would like to share with you that in one season of my life, God allowed me to really go through a process. Speaking of church, leadership in church, in different churches, um, how is it that some people refuse to turn from their wicked ways? And I'm speaking of leadership, pastors who are running mega ministries, who just don't have no conscience of doing what's right. But God allowed me to go through those seasons with those different ministries. I love God so much, but God wanted me to see these things. Not saying that He didn't love me. He loved me, but He wanted me to see the wickedness of a person's heart and how people can look in your face, sit down and eat with you, and waiting for the perfect moment to destroy you. And I'm talking about leadership. People who are still holding a mic to this day. People who are still with no conscience. And it's many people who are deceived or are in these ministries. But through my fasting and praying, God began to reveal the heart of those individuals to me. 1 Timothy, the 4th chapter, beginning at the first verse, and it says, "Now the Spirit speaks expressively, states that in the latter times some will abandon the faith to follow deceitful spirits and teaching of demons." We see that today. I want you to be careful. I had to go through a detoxing because of all the hurt, all the pain, all the things that I experienced. God began to separate me from so many people. But I want you to know, sure enough, as you see me talking to you in this video, God still has a plan for me. Sometimes we don't understand why God allow you and I to go through the shadow of death, because something seems like you're going to die in the midst of them. But I thank God so much for keeping me. But God is warning us is that we must open our eyes to the truth. We must seek after the truth, not people, because the appearance of a thing can be detrimental to our soul. I want you to hear me clearly. Be careful of who you are connected to. Be careful of who you are calling righteousness and what is righteousness. Because as I state, as God even told David, He said, man look on the outward appearance of a thing, but God judges. He looks at the heart. And it's just so many people out there are being deceived because of the outward appearance of things that looks like God is on our side. I want to encourage you. Please be prayerful. Be mindful. Be sensitive to the Spirit. Because God will not lead you astray. God is a God of love, peace, holiness, faithfulness, and Him getting all of the glory. You got to know and understand. So many people have sold their souls to the evil one. Pray, people of God. Pray like never before. Just like God have brought me out, even though I had to go through those ministries, God wanted me to know and understand that even the very appearance of things could look as if it's of God. But I had to see this so I can sit back and tell you, you got to love God with all of your heart, all of your soul, all of your mind, all of your strength, all of your everything. And this is where I've always been. And the devil knows it. He knows that you and I love God. Because if we don't love God, he's going to keep coming at us with things, through people, places, and things, to try to get us to go astray. But I tell you, God has us. God have us in the palm of his hands, and no devil in hell can pluck us out. Be encouraged. I just wanted to share that with you. I don't say things that I have not experienced of going through to escape, to tell you that you can make it. Be mindful. Everything, just like they say, everything that's glitter ain't gold. The grass isn't green on the other side. And you got to know, God, again, as I stated, God judges the heart, not the outward appearance of a thing. You have to be sensitive in this season like never before, because God is looking at your heart to see if it's pure, and your hands to see if they're clean. Until we meet again, be blessed.